Hey everybody, it's BONDofGAMES and welcome back to some more Kingdom Hearts Re-Enchanted Memories Reverse Rebirth. In the last episode, we confronted Ansem and he gave us 4 more world cards. Now, we're going through the first of those cards. Now we have Agrabah, Traverse Town, Neverland, and Monstro. These are all worlds that Sora met Riku in during the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm gonna do this in the order that we were meeting Riku in the first game. There we go. So, starting off with Traverse Towns when we first met up with him. Then after this would be Agrabah, then Monstro, then finally Neverland. And as I mentioned in the first episode, we start off with the key of beginnings. There's no real story. All we're doing is going through the world. All of Riku's story-driven stuff is on the main floors, and that's it. And I might as well just show this off. So this is the deck that we're going to be using during this world. I'm kind of going to be sprinting through this in a sense, because, like I said, everything in each world is inconsequential. All you have to do is fight the final boss, and that's it. Other than that, the only real reason to fight any Heartless is so that you can get the appropriate map cards so that you can actually advance. So let's start off with, we do not have a 1 anywhere. Okay, let's try the Mingling Worlds. I'm hoping that eventually I get a Roulette Looming Darkness. Seriously, the one where the Heartless chase me? Come on. But anyway, as you can see, the world is extremely small and we've only got the main room to go through. So we shouldn't have too much of an issue. Okay, perfect 3. Now, I'm not gonna be grinding too much, but like I've said, I have to go through fighting Heartless just so I can get the appropriate cards to go through the key doors. So right now, really? 0s, 1s, and 2s, but no 3s. Alright, and this will be the time where I cut and fight some Heartless until I get the cards I need. Alright, while I'm in this fight though, this is what Mickey does. He'll heal you and stun enemies that are within range. The more Mickeys you stack, the better that'll be. And also, didn't mean to do that, but alright, we're now in darkness mode, so our attacks are faster, they're a little stronger, and we can actually do slights. So Dark Break, if I had actually made contact, would have let me just bounce on this thing's head over and over again. And you will switch targets whenever one dies and the next one becomes available. Alright, so increasing your DP will allow you to stay in darkness mode longer while making some mistakes. But I'm still going to increase my attack points as much as I possibly can, then darkness points, then finally HP if neither of the above are available. Now, I might as well just go ahead and show this. I didn't think about showing off darkness mode, but you have to make your count go up to 30, and you get that count higher and higher by breaking your opponent's cards. So when we were battling Ansem and it was trying to get us to break his cards, that's what it was trying to get us to do. Now, it doesn't work whenever they play a card after you. You have to be the one breaking their card. And then if you're trying to use Mickey to heal, and coincidentally that's the time where everything breaks, you will go into darkness mode and lose your Mickey card. So be careful. That's actually how I've died during this playthrough multiple, well, not this playthrough, but through this story mode multiple times. Now, I kind of want to show off every sleight available to Riku, but I don't have them all yet. And I really shouldn't have, let me see, I have 1, 9. Yeah, I don't even have 3, 9, so I physically can't show you all the sleights. Basically, every move that you saw Riku use in the first worlds, whenever you were playing as Sora, that's what he has now. So, you got Dark Viraga, Dark Aura, and Dark Break. And it all depends on the value that you play, and that's it. There's nothing else to it. With all that said, I think I've covered all of Riku's fighting style, and I'll now cut till I'm done with all these guys. One last thing I forgot to mention, Mickey does reload your reloadable cards. So that's another big use of his. So if you can manage to put Mickey at the end of your slight, that could be a powerful way to make sure that you're not only healing, but getting all your cards back without actually having to restock and reload. It's much faster. Completely forgot to mention that, but there we go. All right, I cleared out all the Heartless in this room. I'm good for now. I don't want to grind too much because I'm just going to be extremely overpowered for pretty much every fight. So let's go ahead and use one of these Looming Darkness. I wish I had an actual 3 so I didn't have to waste a higher level card just in case, but here we go. And it's weird, the key of beginnings is really the key of endings. Because you get the key of beginnings and that's the final boss. And there's no intro to the final boss, you just go in the door and you fight the boss. But here we go, guard armor. All right, now with you, I kind of do want to break all your cards so I can get into darkness mode. I don't want to do that for every boss, but for you in particular, I like it. Oh boy. Man, I already got a regular Mickey and a King Mickey. Oh shoot. Okay. I need you to not be playing 8s though, because that's a little ridiculous. All right, guy. You know what? Come on. Oh boy. Didn't mean to do that. I don't even have enough. I was not wasting my Mickey on that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just me. Let's try this again. Are you serious? Dude. That is so dumb. All right. See, that is why I want to break his cards though, because I want to go in darkness mode and not have to rely on dueling. But here we go. Dark Raga. And now Dark Break. So all of your slights do a good chunk of damage, to be honest. But on the downside, you can't really spam or you're going to lose all your cards. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, did not mean to do that. I switched to my Dragon Maleficent so I could do more damage up front. Because while he's down, he takes a lot of damage. Okay. Ah, shoot. And of course he starts with an 8. Yeah, either you have the cards or you don't. So, note to self, don't duel anymore. Let's do this. Heal me up. And get the Mickey card. Bada boom, bada bing. And I'm still using overdrive, so I'm doing a lot more damage than I normally would, even with just what I've got. And the value of your card does not affect the strength of the card. It's just, that's the value. That's it. That's all there is to it, just like in Sora's mode. So every attack you do is the same. And yeah, I'm not dueling you anymore. I'll use the same value card to break you and stop you from attacking, but no, I can't do this anymore. All right, Dark Raga doesn't do quite as much damage as a regular attack with Dragon Maleficent being active, but there we go. Double guard armor, it wasn't too bad, but dueling is not really an option for him. It's a great option for other bosses later on. As a matter of fact, it's one of my go-to strategies. Because if you can play the same level card as your opponent and just spam and win, you're good. But in situations like this, your deck isn't built for dueling. Your cards are automatically given to you and they change. I didn't really specify that. But you don't keep the same cards throughout the game. On Castle Oblivion floors, your deck is exactly the same, but in each world, your deck is predetermined for each world. Now, off the top of my head, I really couldn't tell you. I don't remember whether or not it's the floor you're on or the world you're in that affects specifically what your deck becomes, or both. I have no idea. I really don't. So, all right, let's go ahead and use a low level and just reset this, because I want to save my higher values for whenever I'm stuck trying to get into a key room. And see, we're already done with Traverse Town. Back in Sora's story, this would be the part where I'd be ending it, and this would have already been 2 episodes, but nope. We're gonna go all the way to the floor and see what's happening here. All right, nothing on the exit level, but what about when we climb?
I have identified the scent. It is Riku.
Riku, you say? Has he emerged from the realm of darkness?
His existence, it was once doubled in the darkness.
Fascinating. That's why you mistook him for the superior. The dark power given to Riku facilitated his escape from its realm.
What I want to know is why he appeared here in Castle Oblivion.
That's really quite simple. His existence resonates with that of another hero.
Sora is in the castle?
He arrived earlier. Marluxia is already using Naminé's unique powers to meddle with Sora's heart.
Without even bothering to consult us.
It seems he desperately wants the Keyblade Master for himself. What a foolish plan indeed. Sora's is not such an interesting existence. The entity that holds true value is Riku, the hero of darkness.
Hero of Darkness. Oh, I love the ring to that. But yes, that will do it for this episode. There's gonna be times where it's just a cutscene or two. There's gonna be times when there's a battle, just like in Sora's story. But I'd like to keep things as, you know, neat as possible. So instead of doing a whole second world in one episode, we're gonna end things off here and we're gonna stick to this little formula. It's probably gonna end up being about 14 episodes, 15 episodes at the max throughout this story. So I'll see you guys next time. Till then, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did, subscribe if you're new, and thank you once again to my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I love y'all. I'll see you all next time. Till then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.